problem is a really big problem, and we need to be afraid of this problem. When you come out here and see the amount of garbage that has piled up, it is frightening.
A lot of animals mistake garbage for food and then they eat them and then they die.
I had a discussion with the persons, the Recycle Jamaica campaign, and they're telling me that somewhere in the region of 250 to 275,000 cases of plastic bottles are produced every day. That's a frightening number.
Jamaica's coastal waters represent an invaluable source of food, employment, recreation, and habitat. They also provide defense against many natural disasters. Unfortunately, due to improper waste disposal by many of us, more and more of our waters are being polluted each year, which creates the need for a regular coastal cleanup exercise. Have you ever done this? It seemed like the most convenient way of getting rid of that piece of garbage, right? And after all, who wants junk piling up in their personal space, making things look untidy, or even creating a health hazard? Well, when you throw that piece of trash out of the window, you're actually creating the very reality you don't want, just in another way.
Plastic bottles are actually the #1 items that are collected.
Plastic bottles, shoes, slippers, jars, big pans and stuff, buckets.
It's the garbage that is washing down from our gullies.
You see, when you throw that piece of trash through your car window, it rolls away, very often rolling into a stream or a river, and by ebb and flow, eventually gets into the sea. Then, the fishes, marine mammals, reptiles, and other sea creatures may become entangled in the garbage, or worse, ingest them and die. According to the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA, a general lack of awareness about the importance of proper waste management is a critical concern for Jamaica. That was highlighted in a study done by the Inter-American Development Bank and has long been a concern for the Jamaica government and non-government groups. This concern has driven a yearly activity to clean up your coastlines internationally and at the local level. Initially started by local NGO, the Jamaica Environment Trust, JET, the movement is now heavily supported by Jamaica's government, particularly through the Tourism Enhancement Fund. TEF has pumped millions of dollars into the annual exercise used to commemorate International Coastal Cleanup Day.
Every year, the Tourism Enhancement Fund has been sponsoring the Coastal Cleanup Day. It's very important. It has turned out to be a huge success, and it makes a big difference.
Cleaning up the beach so that the animals in the sea cannot die and live happily.
While Kayla may want the animals in the sea to live happily, we humans have major cause for concern. In Jamaica, many depend on the fishing industry to make a living and to get fishes and other sea creatures such as lobster, conch, and shrimp for food. If we don't curb our waste disposal practices, however, we face a grim future.
We have this big problem now with a mosquito-borne virus, chikungunya, and it's partly because of our bad garbage practices, our bad garbage disposal, So apart from the animals, which are important, definitely it's important that we don't pollute the sea, because all of us love to eat fish, right? We're an island, the sea is important to us, but it also affects our public health, because garbage encourages rats, flies, mosquitoes, and those animals can make us very sick.
Not only is our food and health in danger, but also our finances. Tourism is one of the highest revenue earners for Jamaica, and we heavily depend on our beaches for our tourists and visitors to swim and enjoy other recreational activities. Jamaica's coral reefs are also commercially important, as they are important dive sites for water sports operators.
And this is important because we have got to find ways of dealing with this problem, or we're going to face severe consequences. We've started to do a year-round program, which also deals with elements of community sensitization. We're going to have to deal with issues of public education. The Tourism Enhancement Fund, we're working on a project to look at that. We're going to do some surveys and target source areas, high-risk areas, to see what can be done because, prevention, ounce of prevention is better than a pound of care. We've got to deal with that.
NEPA, as the state-run environment agency, also continues to roll out extensive public education programs to sensitize more Jamaicans to the present realities and the need for change.
Public education programs that we would have at the agency and also in collaboration with the Urban Development Corporation. So based on that information, we now know that one of the major thrusts that we should be pushing towards is actually the recycling of these bottles and plastic items. I think another important point is that coastal cleanup is not just about picking up the garbage and about recording the data, but also about getting persons to change their attitude to how they dispose of waste and how they generate waste.
For those who may not see the need for changing their garbage disposal practices or attitudes, think about this. Under the National Solid Waste Management Act of 2002, it is an offense to dispose of solid waste in any area or in any manner not approved by the authority. And if you're found guilty, you could face a fine not exceeding $1 million, imprisonment not exceeding 9 months, or both. The legislation also clearly states that it's an offense to throw, drop, or otherwise deposit and leave litter in public places. Fortunately, the message of cleaning up our coasts and general environment is taking root. And interestingly, it's among the nation's youth who are rallying the cause.
Clean up the beach, promote good health.
It is very important for us to keep our beaches clean as it's a tourism is a multi-billion-dollar investment in Jamaica.
I think we should be cleaning up because the fish is eating these things and it's not good for them and they're dying, and we have a lot of fishermen around here and this is what they use to survive, so they need the fishes. So it's a good thing to be cleaning up around here.
So at the end of the day, it will come back to affect us. So it's best if we deal with the problem from now, so later on we don't have a situation where it's going to affect us and our future generations.
Use the receptacles and any other avenues that are the proper ways to do it, rather than throwing it in our gullies and in our streets, because they eventually find their way to the coastline.
Don't throw garbage at the side of the road, out of a car window, into a gully, no place at all.
Everyone in Jamaica, across the length and breadth, not just on the coast, are the problem. And what we've got to do is recognize among us what it is that we want to leave for our children. What is the legacy?